You know what I mean? Make those adjustments.
And the ability to land hard shots.
Tight.
Crazy.
Yes, really tight position.
And so accurate. Just inches away from him when he's landing these right hooks.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a performance.
Yeah.
Bud Crawford, just won his debut at 154. Said if the money's right, we'll fight. Everybody wants that fight. What do you feel about that matchup? People saying the weight, all this stuff. How do you feel about that?
You know, everybody wants to fight me. Everybody calling me out and everything. And you know, like I say, I have nothing to win with Crawford.
Joe Rogan has weighed in on the potential mega fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, a matchup that has combat sports fans buzzing. Two of the best pound-for-pound fighters on the planet, each with vastly different styles, stepping into the ring. This is the kind of showdown fans dream about. As a seasoned UFC commentator and combat sports enthusiast,
bringing up Canelo, I think that's weird, you know, because you'd have to gain like, what, 20 pounds?
Yeah.
But they say that's the money fight. That's the mega fight. That's the money fight. That's the only thing that makes sense for Terence Crawford.
Well, you know what I mean? Catch weight. We can do something at a catch weight.
What weight you think?
Probably like 160 or something.
Because you said you said 154 is the highest you want to go.
Yeah,
Rogan offered his detailed analysis of how this hypothetical clash might unfold. Rogan began by highlighting what makes Canelo Alvarez such a formidable opponent. The Mexican superstar is renowned for his insane head movement, devastating body shots, and incredible power that can leave opponents questioning their careers.
Turkey Al-Sheikh say that he sent you an offer, possibly to face Crawford for coming up here. Is that true, or what happened with that?
No, I don't have any offer. And look, I'm 100% focused on this fight, and then.
According to Rogan, Canelo's approach in the ring is all about control. He doesn't rush his fights. Instead, he systematically breaks his opponents down, targeting the body with brutal precision. Rogan noted that those body shots are not just painful, they can be career-ending. However, he also acknowledged that Canelo isn't without weaknesses. Slick, elusive boxers who can stay out of his range have given him trouble in the past, creating potential opportunities for someone like Crawford. When discussing Terence Crawford, Rogan's admiration was evident. He described Crawford as a brilliant fighter who can adapt to any situation, whether fighting southpaw or orthodox. Rogan likened Crawford to a chess grandmaster, someone who sees several moves ahead of his opponent. Crawford's ability to adjust on the fly, coupled with his speed and precision, makes him one of the most dangerous fighters in the sport. His punches don't just land, they land exactly where he wants them to. Rogan also praised Crawford's footwork, comparing it to floating, and emphasized his mastery of controlling distance. The biggest question, Rogan pointed out, is whether Crawford can handle the size and power of Canelo. Crawford has been moving up in weight and has looked phenomenal, particularly in his dominant win over Errol Spence Jr. However, as Rogan noted, Canelo's pressure and physicality are on a different level. While Crawford's skills may allow him to outbox many opponents, dealing with the relentless power and pressure of a fighter like Canelo presents a unique challenge. Joe Rogan has added his voice to the ongoing speculation about a dream matchup between boxing superstars Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford. This potential fight has fans around the world buzzing, with many calling it one of the most anticipated clashes in modern boxing history. As two of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the sport, each with distinct styles, the prospect of them facing off in the ring has captivated enthusiasts. Rogan, known for his deep understanding of combat sports as a UFC commentator and lifelong fan, offered a detailed analysis of how this hypothetical bout could play out, leaving no stone unturned in his breakdown. Rogan began by emphasizing the unique qualities that make Canelo Alvarez such a dominant force in boxing. The Mexican superstar has built his career on an unparalleled combination of power, technique, and ring IQ. According to Rogan, Canelo's head movement is nothing short of exceptional. He weaves through punches with ease, a skill that not only frustrates opponents but also leaves them vulnerable to his devastating counterattacks. Rogan highlighted Canelo's brutal body shots as a signature weapon, strikes so powerful they can change the course of a fight or even end careers. Canelo's ability to maintain control in the ring is another aspect that sets him apart. Rogan pointed out that he's not the kind of fighter who rushes in recklessly. Instead, He breaks his opponents down systematically, taking away their strengths piece by piece. Whether it's his precise power punches or his psychological pressure, Canelo's approach forces opponents into survival mode. However, Rogan also acknowledged that Canelo has vulnerabilities, particularly against slick boxers who know how to stay out of range and control the distance. When the conversation shifted to Terence Crawford, Rogan's admiration was palpable. He described Crawford as one of the most versatile and intelligent fighters in boxing today. Crawford's ability to switch seamlessly between orthodox and southpaw stances gives him an edge over most opponents, allowing him to adapt to any style he faces. Rogan likened Crawford to a chess grandmaster, always thinking several moves ahead and executing his game plan with surgical precision. One of Crawford's greatest strengths, as Rogan noted, is his speed and accuracy. He doesn't just land punches, he places them exactly where they need to go to maximize damage. This level of precision, combined with his impeccable footwork, allows Crawford to control the distance in a way that very few fighters can match. Rogan also praised Crawford's ability to adjust mid-fight, a skill that makes him a nightmare for even the most seasoned opponents. When it came to picking a winner, Rogan didn't commit to one side, but instead explored the different scenarios in which the fight could play out. He noted that the weight class would play a significant role in determining the outcome. If the fight happens at a catchweight, Crawford might have the advantage because he wouldn't be carrying too much extra weight. However, if the bout is contested at super middleweight, it's firmly in Canelo's territory. Rogan emphasized that this is one of those rare matchups where the winner is less important than the fight itself. Fans just want to see these two masters of their craft go head-to-head, regardless of the outcome. Rogan's analysis also touched on the broader implications of Canelo's career moves, particularly his blockbuster $100 million contract with Premier Boxing Champions, PBC. This deal, which included 3 high-profile fights, was initially expected to elevate PBC to new heights of global dominance. However, the outcome fell short of those lofty ambitions. While Canelo cruised through all 3 bouts against Jermell Charlo, Jaime Munguia, and Edgar Berlanga, and secured his massive payday, the financial windfall for PBC never materialized. The chosen opponents, despite their individual merits, failed to generate the kind of explosive pay-per-view numbers required to justify such a hefty investment. Instead of solidifying PBC's position among the elite boxing organizations, these matchups underwhelmed in terms of commercial impact. Reports indicate that PBC is now burdened with an immense $900 million debt, with few viable paths to recovery. Canelo's lucrative deal, rather than boosting the organization's fortunes, has seemingly deepened its financial woes. The financial struggles of PBC have not gone unnoticed within the boxing community. Matchmaker Rick Glazer recently took to social media platform X, formerly Twitter, to share his thoughts on the situation, pointing out that Canelo's decisions have contributed to the promotion's mounting debt. According to Glazer, Canelo appears unconcerned about the financial chaos surrounding Al Haymon's PBC, while the promotion's future looks increasingly uncertain. Canelo's focus remains on securing legacy-defining fights and maximizing his earnings. Despite the financial turmoil and logistical challenges, a potential fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford remains an enticing prospect. As Rogan aptly put it, this is the kind of fight where fans don't care who wins. They just want to witness 2 of the greatest fighters of their generation.